everyone says, make videos. You don't want me to make videos. If I'm making a video, it's because God's telling me, hey, people ain't understanding this. We need to explain it a little better. So, I want you to think of the beginning of time. All right? And we're going to stay scientific on this one because I know a lot of people are going to go into religions, and this video, okay, it's not God focused, all right? But think of the beginning of time. Science says the Big Bang, which I've already explained what the Big Bang actually is. Now, after that Big Bang, so that itty bitty thing evolved into a massive galaxy, universe, right? All these planets and everything else, and all this dust, and it evolved into suns and planets and ecosystems and everything else. And on these planets that can sustain life, they have little bacterials that evolved into fish, that evolved into land creatures. So, the question that everyone has since the beginning of time, since the dawn of the ages, is the meaning of life. Everyone wants to say, the meaning is life. The meaning of life is whatever you want. Your own life, your own personal purpose, not the meaning of life, but your purpose is that. And also why I'm, I'm putting God off to the side on this video. Because everyone wants to say the meaning of life is to live for God. That is also wrong. Yes, love God, worship God, understand that without God we wouldn't fucking be here. However, the meaning of life is evolution. That is the meaning of life. Evolution. To evolve. And it has been being done since the beginning of time. But everybody is too self-absorbed and only focused on purpose, and then trying to answer the question of life through purpose. The purpose of life is evolution. To evolve. That's this entire video. That is the meaning of life. That is the purpose of life. That is why we are here, to evolve. Not to build some grand, extravagant bullshit. Not to have a whole bunch of riches. It is to evolve. And you know what? We're not doing a very damn good job of it. Because how many sit in that comfort zone? Every company is just a pyramid scheme. It really is. You have how many underlying workers, and then you have some managers and everything else, and then just one guy on top. It's a fucking pyramid scheme. It's a legal pyramid scheme. And they literally get paid to sit in their fucking office and play virtual golf. Or actually go out to the golf course while you're working and hardly getting paid what you're fucking worth and hardly being able to pay your bills. They're out eating caviar, and I don't understand what the fucking big deal about caviar is. Never had it, so I can't really say much about it, but I'm not a fish kind of guy anyway. And everyone is just so damn focused on their own fucking purpose. Well, I want to do this and I want to do that just to gain currency. And not actually thinking about how are we evolving our species? How are we actually playing into the meaning of life? Because right now we are not evolving at all. We haven't evolved for fucking 100, 200, 300, 400 years. Everything's the same. You take the first car ever made and you compare it to a car nowadays, and they're practically the same. Just some tweaks here and there to make it just a little more efficient. But not too more efficient, because we still need it to break down so we can get them into the mechanics so that we can get more money. And then they're also trying to make it illegal, which some cars it is illegal, for you yourself to work on it. So even though, and Ford has already done this, they've already come out with it, and they've already said this is exactly what we're doing, even though you have bought the car, paid in full, your name on the title, you don't own it. Ford still owns it. It's Ford's property. You just paid for the rights to use it, I guess. Paid for the permissions to use it, because, you know, a right and a not right, it's such a fucking thin goddamn line no one even fucking knows anymore. No one actually wants to think about human beings or the society that we have and, you know, try and get it to work actually more effectively. No. We need currency. Something that we print all the fucking time any fucking way. And now you have how many fucking millionaires and billionaires sitting on how much fucking money, because apparently if they don't have 7 digits in their bank account, they're losing their shit. And then you wonder why the value of the dollar is going down. Everybody is so, well, I studied economics and I'm an economy and no. Actually, because you went to a, government-owned college, you are not actually studying true economics. You are studying profits of economics. How to gain profits from economics. Not how to sustain an economy effectively, efficiently. How to play on an economy in order to gain profits for yourself. That's it. That is what you are studying. Now, if you would actually want to take a step back and actually look at an economy, you know, you can actually figure it out your fucking self if you're actually that smart. You don't need to go to a college for them to tell you this is how it is. There's nothing you can do about it. Which, yes, I will agree, 2 + 2 = 4. Unless you add a 1. So yes, all of your studies and your teachings on economics and politics and whatever the fuck else, they tell you 2 + 2, and everyone in the back says 4. Not questioning, but what if we add this 1 here? What if we take the 2 + 2, gain that sum, and add a 1? Because nothing is ever just cut dry. But we are just so... It reminds me of the Trolls movie. Those fucking people that eat the trolls. They're all in sync. They're like robots. Just wandering around. That's what the fucking world is anymore. And we've allowed it. Well, it is. Well, I can't do anything about it because they tell you you can't. Because you don't actually want to take the time to look into the things that you actually want to change. Anything is possible, and they tell you it all the fucking time, but now they have how many rules, regulations, and laws to prevent you? I mean, we have nothing but renewable, infinite amounts of energy being released at any given second, millisecond, all the fucking time, all over this planet. But because of their rules and regulations and laws, you can't harness that at all. We as a species, as a whole, can't. It's not like they would want to. That's why they put these laws here. But yet, they say that they are protecting the environment and protecting, forests and all this other shit. But now they're burning all these forests down, and I guarantee you shit's being built in place of it. Not more trees being planted. No, we can't do that. The goal is to eventually have to buy air. We are literally, that's where we are heading. Well, not anymore, because that people are actually waking the fuck up and figuring it the fuck out. We are getting on the right track, 11-11. We're getting there. But we still gotta sift through the bullshit. That's up to us. We need to. Use the brain. You got to think. If you're not thinking, you're just absorbing. And if you're just absorbing, think of it as a sponge. You use a sponge to clean up shit water. Now, if this sponge could think, because at one point this sponge was alive, this sponge says no shit water. But all you do is consume. And so, these people want to use your sponge, for shit water. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. It's about goddamn time we take what is here away from this ancestral families. Amen. Doesn't mean holy fuck. By the people, of the people, for the people, but yet, just as any other royal family, right? It's hot. Air. But, that's really all I had. The question keeps coming up now. What's the meaning of life? What's the meaning of life? What's the meaning of life? Well, if you've watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Always bring a towel. But I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you can find something in this. I love all my friends. I love you. I'll see you guys later.